Hear me now. War fire.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to our Super Wednesday live session. Today, I am honored to have with us this session over here, Benny and Brandon, the very stylish young men coming in from
Hello.
Portland, Oregon.
What's up?
Guys, thank you so much for being here with us today. It is so nice to just, be in your presence and just kind of get caught up. Short little session here, and let's just go ahead and get started.
Let's go.
What have you guys been doing since COVID? What has kept you guys going? What have you guys been doing? What have you been up to? What new skills has been
I
presented to you?
think for sure, as far as like new skills, what we're doing, some online stuff. I think it's for everybody, honestly, in the community. People, the door open for us to experience something different. Since we weren't able to go to these congresses, there was no congresses happening, so we had to find an alternative, and I guess online was the best way. We've also done some like little challenges, focus a little bit more on our social media, on Instagram, be a little bit more active. I think before pandemic, it was not such a priority, and then we realized how important it really was. So for sure, I think social media too.
Yeah, I think definitely also it gave us an opportunity and the ability to be able to spend more family time, which I know for a lot of us is very important. So definitely that I think was the biggest takeaway. And also moving forward, something that we've tried to at least set one day apart where it's like, you know what, let's go out as a family, let's hang out as a family, let's go watch a movie or, go to dinner, things like that. Things that we're trying to keep moving forward.
So it brought you guys closer as a family, or you guys are already close family?
We were already very close, and I think I don't know. I didn't think it was possible. A lot closer.
Yeah, I thought we were close already, and then this, through all the time spending together and the ups and the downs, I think it definitely brought us all together as a family even more.
Yeah, we actually had our very first family vacation ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so that was pretty cool. We went to Hawaii with my parents. My siblings, everyone, and we all went to Hawaii, and it was like something we never experienced before. And it was kind of weird at first, but it was really cool.
Yeah,
and I think if it wasn't for the pandemic and everything, I think we would have probably never done something like that. So it was. Now we make it a tradition.
Yeah.
So you guys actually like your family?
Oh, we love them. Yeah,
which brings us to the actual. You guys are real brothers.
Yes.
Yes. If you cannot tell already.
Well, just in case they're just kind of like. Maybe they're just very related.
But you guys are cousins.
He's my little brother.
So there you go. So Benny is older than Brandon. So which gets us to, how did you guys start in the salsa scene? I mean, I have my own story because I think I knew Brandon before Benny. I'm sorry, don't get mad. But without telling my story, tell me exactly from the beginning how it got started and how you guys got to where you are now.
My mom's actually a dance teacher. She's the one who taught us everything we know, starting with our basics. I believe I was, for salsa. Well, first she taught us like little dance like merengue, cumbia. She's actually an instructor for quinceañeras. And if some of you don't know what quinceañeras is, it's kind of when a girl turns 15.
Like a sweet 16.
And it's like a sweet 16, yes, basically. And they do little dances here and there. So I was like kind of learning there on the side. And then Benny was actually part of the quinceañeras. I think I might have been like 6 years old.
Like 5 or 6. And I was like 13, 14.
And that's what I think when we were exposed to dance through quinceañeras.
From my mom.
We weren't necessarily dancing, but we were around it. And then once we got interested, I was 9 and Benny was probably like 15, 16. And And that's it. That's how we started. We started with the little basics,
Mhm.
little shows,
Yeah.
kind of funny
Like
shows,
local shows.
local
The two of
shows,
you?
and
No, Brandon
Just the two-
actually started performing before I.
like 1
So-
year before.
Yeah.
And then I think that's kind of when we started going to little events with like a little kids group and just
Mhm.
local shows in Seattle and here. And
And
then,
then when you competed,
yeah, and then when I competed in
that's
Vegas.
when it kind of like blew up. The World Latin Dance Cup in Vegas, no?
Yeah.
When it was in Vegas, before Miami.
So the World Latin Dance Cup in Vegas, who did you compete with? Again, tell our audience who you guys are. Tell me a little
I
bit
competed
about
with a young girl. Well, she used to be my dance partner. Her name was Siklali. And she was like so lit. I was 11 and she was 9.
Mhm.
And that was our
that.
first, like,
Wow.
we were just starting to dance and we were like, let's go to a world championship. I
think
and
that
we
was
placed-
like,
and
that
we-
was one of her first shows. Too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's go compete.
and we
Big
placed
deal.
third out of 4.
Congratulations.
Out of 4, but it was actually pretty. It was that was where we kind of got like really invested. After that, I was like, oh, let's keep going, keep
Yeah.
going. And then we started dancing a little bit after that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's too short of an answer. Keep on going, keep
Oh.
growing. Take me
Our-
from 2009 to now. Let's go.
Yeah, our first show together, Brandon and I, was in 2012. So we just had our 10-year anniversary. I don't know if we
Yeah, we posted a
celebrate
video.
that.
We posted a video on Instagram. It shows like every single show that we've
Yeah.
done up to now.
Yeah. I'll send you guys that one. I'll send you guys that
Awesome.
one.
Yes, we will post that
and-
at the end of this interview.
Awesome. And definitely, I think I was 18 at the time. Brandon was 11. That's when it's a big age gap. And it was my first show ever with him. And he had way more experience than I did. So definitely it was always, I think, like, big brother dancing with little brother. So it looked kind of funny because he was really, really small. And but now, as we started progressing and we started attending events like, we've been attending Vegas for a long time. We've known Brenda for a long time too. And definitely you start seeing, people come in, people come out. And our idea was always like, we're not doing it for, money. We're not doing it for fame. We're doing it more for just the love of it. And if people get inspired watching us dance, then it is what it is. So blissfully so, we can say that, we were able to go to places that, we never even thought of going, like Europe, Asia, things like that. And dance really opened the doors for us. And now that's our goal, I would say, especially me, as I'm getting a little bit older. My goal is to push people forward.
Okay, we're just gonna pause. We're gonna get there because I'm missing a little bit of details here, and I'm just nosy. So why were you a little bit later on, Brandon? Benny, why was Brandon first and you came in second? Is it because you weren't as interested, or were you doing other things perhaps in high school, or?
Stop.
Do you want me to repeat it?
No, yeah, I think it's because his headphone died.
Sorry.
So I have one headphone now. And
Aw.
I think for Benny, he was kind of we got into it at the same time. I guess he wasn't really interested. He actually was playing soccer in high school.
Right.
And
Nate?
Whoa!
yo, what's up, Nate?
Hey!
Oh my God. We're outta
Wow.
here.
Nate's been repping this thing all his life.
I know.
Here we go. Hey, Nate. Welcome to the show.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm
you
here
never know what's
watching-
going to happen live here.
I know. How are you guys?
How are you guys?
I think I
Nate's
heard
giving
Benny
it
say.
house tour.
Come on, Nate. Show up, Nate.
Wait, no, wait. There's a reason why I'm showing you this because some reason I have this shirt in my house.
Academy T? First
No,
generation.
That's the first generation tee.
This
I
is
gotta get you a new
your
one. I gotta get you the new one.
shirt in my house. I'm like, how the did I get this shirt in my house?
I think we stay there, right?
Oh man, I think I've had the whole salsa world stay at my house. But it was funny listening to Benny say, I'm getting a little older now. How old are you?
Benny's, how old are you?
I'm gonna be 29.
Oh man, it's all downhill from there. I don't know what you're gonna do after this. Anyways, I just came in to listen.
Thanks, Nate. All right. So I was getting to Brandon and Benny, they are joining us now, but we're going to take a short break. Maybe we can get them a headset and get Nate all situated, and we'll be right back in just a few seconds after these commercials.
Ah, ya estoy en zona, tranquilo que ya llegué. Dice, ah, vamos allá. Estoy en zona, tranquilo que ya llegué. Repítelo. Ah, y como vengo. Estoy en zona, tranquilo que ya llegué. Ya se comenta en el barrio, existe preocupación de que no estoy en escena. Dejen el chisme por Dios.
That's right.
The first thing you notice when you arrive at Tropicana Las Vegas is that everything has changed. From the moment you arrive, you'll enjoy unique VIP service and you'll be immersed in the casual South Beach vibe of this modern Las Vegas paradise. Tropicana Las Vegas features great dining experiences and thrilling entertainment choices, including Club Nikki and Nikki Beach Club. And when you need a rest from the excitement, adjourn to your very own sanctuary in the Tropicana's best-in-class rooms and suites. Surprise! It's the new Tropicana Las Vegas.
Mi canto viene del alma, tiene rumba y son. Lo traigo y lo llevo conmigo aquí, del África, Nueva York. Mi canto es para ti nada más, tiene rumba y son. Lo traigo, ya me lo llevo, del África, Nueva York. Desde el África hasta Nueva York.
Hey, and welcome back to Super Wednesday Live. It's Brenda and Nate. And again, Nate, thanks for joining us today for this interview here with Benny and Brandon. While they're getting their AirPods on real quick, what's your first memory of Benny and Brandon? What do you remember? No? Nate? No? Always great going live with Nate. All right, in that case, let's go ahead and bring on Brandon and Benny. Hey guys.
Are we good?
Yes.
Now we're good.
Yes.
All right, to answer this question, because Nate looked a little lost there.
No, Nate's turn is over. I get to answer the question. So the first time I remember seeing Brandon was, of course, with the little girl from Alma Latina. Was her name? I'm sorry, Danielle. I'm sorry, it's been a while.
Natasha.
Natasha.
Yes.
Okay, yes, Natasha. And you guys just, there was nobody on the scene at that time like the two of you. I mean, how did you guys meet? Was it just your dance company and her dance company one day and they're like, hey, let's do a collaboration?
Yeah, I was actually at the Las Vegas. This is so funny. So I was at Las Vegas Salsa Congress, and it was like a Sunday night. It was, I mean, we were leaving, or it was like Sunday going to Monday. We were like talking to Omar Munoz, which was the director of Omambo, and he was like, hey, I have an idea. There's this little girl from San Diego, and I know you don't. I know you have a partner, but maybe you would like to come to San Diego for 3 months or 2 months for the rest of the summer until you have to go back to school and go compete in December. And I was like, they're like, but we need to leave from here, from Vegas. And obviously my mom was like, oh, my baby. and I never let her. She was, and then I was like, let me go. And I was like 12 years old, 13 years old. Like, let me go. I want to go so bad. And I ended up going. And that's how we started. I stayed there for the summer, and I stayed with her and her parents. And we ended up competing in December, and we won.
To say that you guys won is an exaggeration. You guys blew it out of the water. With all due respect, it was phenomenal. It
Thank
really
you.
was.
Thank you.
Back
Thank
in
you.
those days, I mean, the energy level that the two of you brought, there was nobody out there like the two of you. And then a
Thank you
few
so
years
much.
ago, I saw, of course, Benny, as he was saying, he was finishing up his soccer high school years and catching up and getting a little jealous of his younger brother. And then he came in, and I remember seeing the two of you do, I think it's called a trio with Adolfo. I can't pronounce his last name. Doing a pachanga routine, and
Oh, you
it
didn't know
was
it, no?
no. I thought
think
it was the
so.
three of you.
No, it was only him.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, Benny, you're great too.
No, well,
Benny
actually,
actually-
I was about to say in Vegas was actually I did the Adolfo challenge the first year that he went, and that's where I met
Oh.
Adolfo. And that year, that Vegas again on a Sunday, which is funny after we performed. If you guys don't know, if you haven't been to Vegas, they do awesome boot camps, and then you perform at night.
Yes.
So I had after Adolfo gave me the opportunity to go to Italy and train with him, and that's when I started working with Adolfo and going to Italy once a year to train. So
Right.
thanks to Las
Yes.
Vegas as well. And
Always Las Vegas.
You're right. That's always Vegas. That's right, baby. Everything happens in Vegas.
Hey,
Well, that's good
yeah.
to hear. So now you guys are working together, but I hear there's a younger brother.
Yes,
He's
not younger. He's
the smaller brother.
He's smaller, but he's actually our middle brother. So I'm 29. My other brother, his name is Bryant, and he's 25. He was actually in Summit right now, and he got third place in the men's professional solo division. So he's getting up there
Yeah,
too.
29, 25, and
Wow.
21.
Brandon's 21.
Brandon is 21.
Yes.
Vegas.
Oh
It's
my
I can
gosh.
finally get
You
into
know-
the pre-party.
Exactly. I made this huge banner when Gabriella turned 21. First time ever, Gabriella's going to be at the pre-party, and I made a big party. A big deal about Gabriella being at the pre-party, and lots of people went just
That's
because
cool.
Gabriella could
That's so
finally
cool.
go to the pre-party, and they were
That's
buying
so
her
cool.
shots. It was a good
She's like, it was
memory.
great. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it was great. Yeah, I went to bed early because I had to work the next day, but she had a great time.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Awesome. So now that we've talked a little bit about, where you guys came from, your studio, tell me actually a little bit more about your studio. Tell me, what you guys are doing at the studio, when you guys teach, what you're teaching, what your favorite dances are. Who are your mentors? Who do you look up to?
So right now, our studio is, because of everything happening, we actually closed down the first time, and we've had our studio for almost 17 years now. We closed down, I would say, for a considerable amount of time, like about 4 or 5 months, just because of everything going on. Very, very difficult. But as online started to pop up, Zoom and all these things, we started teaching all the classes actually online here in our house, and it was a great opportunity to be able to connect, but obviously we wanted to have that in-class interaction, where everybody was missing it too. So now that we're able to go back to class, we're definitely trying to approach it in a different way, or, we do offer some classes online that you can take while doing it in studio as well, just so some students that don't feel ready to come into class yet, they're still able to take the class, and we're still able to work with them. But definitely
Awesome.
moving forward, we're actually planning on taking some competition teams to Las Vegas. So I hope that everybody can join me, because we're definitely trying to go all out here.
Yeah, for sure. I think now the main focus used to be a lot on the kids, and it still is. I think
Those kids grew up.
those kids grew up. Yeah. So now we need.
I know. They grow up so fast.
Yeah.
They grow up so fast.
So fast.
And they all grow up. So now they're actually all part of like our more advanced teams, our adult teams, our adult classes. So it's like a new cycle of new little babies coming in, and they're gonna be like the next generation too. And they dancing like bachata, salsa, cha-cha-cha, even doing ballet classes, baile folklorico, like everything. They're learning everything, so they can. It's something that we've always like believed in, that so that you can apply to your dance.
Right. So Nate, can you hear us now?
Yeah. Sorry, earlier, I
awesome.
don't know what happened, but
No worries. So the question that I threw at you was, what's your first memory of Benny and Brandon?
I've been in the game a little bit longer, and my first memory of them is actually not them, it's of their mom. I think I remember dancing with. So it's like a family affair, right? But I remember dancing with your mom. I think in LA or maybe at the Mayan, or I don't know. She's been around for a while, right?
Yeah, she has.
Like forever, right? So, well, I just wanted to pop on the show actually and just say hi and tell you guys how much I appreciate you both and your family. I always tell you how much I appreciate you guys, and especially your mom. Your mom is a saint. She's literally a saint. She's so genuine. She's so humble. She just wants to dance. She's like no drama. Well, at least I know she's no drama. At home, I don't know. But you guys are awesome, and I really appreciate all your support for Vegas. You know, it's tough, right? I mean, I'm so happy we're finally able to bring you guys this year. We try every year, and it's always tough, and now we're in COVID, right? So but I do appreciate you guys, and I appreciate, you know, your family and everything that you guys do to keep going and keep inspiring others to want to dance, right? Because that's what it's all about. I think we all started dancing for the same reason, and we all got inspired. So this is your show. I just want to pop on and just say thank you so much, and we'll see you guys soon.
We appreciate you,
Nate.
Nate. Thank you, brother. Thank you, bro.
Thanks,
We'll see you
Nate.
soon.
I'm gonna bring you a t-shirt soon.
Not the old one.
Yeah.
He said, but they
All
should have
right.
AC Milan right on the side.
We'll see you guys.
Bye. Thank you,
Bye,
Nate.
guys.
All right. So we got who you guys were, where you came from, your background being mostly with your mom. I'm a little bit confused why the middle brother is now starting now. Is it also similar where he just kind of got jealous of the brothers?
So this is
or-
actually
No,
cool story.
Not jealous, not jealous.
I love this story. My brother's actually a boxer. He was a
What?
boxer from 8 years. So my mom put us all into boxing before dancing. And me and Benny didn't like getting hit. We got scared. They hit us in the face. Boom, boom. And my brother liked it. Brian liked it. And he was like, and he got really into it. And he made a lot of friends. And Benny like, nah, it's not for me. I'll dance. Give me Susie Q. Give me Susie Q. I'll do Susie Q, no punching. And we didn't go anymore. And Brian actually continued. And he continued for like 10 plus years, from like 8 to like 18.
10 years.
10 years, yeah. And he became he was national champion, junior Golden Glove champion, junior Olympic champion. He was really good.
He was about to go pro.
He was actually already like right there to go pro. There's actually a lot of boxers right now that are like famous professional, and Brian was beating them when they were younger kids. So
wow,
it was really high level boxing. Yeah.
So is he retired now, or just on the
Yeah.
bike?
Now he's retired. He teaches classes here and there because I mean everyone in the community. He was kind of like famous here. Like he's more famous than us here.
Aw,
So
that's
everyone
not
knows
true.
him, and they call him by his name, Torpedo. That was his boxing name, and everyone's like, "Yo, train me." So I think like now he actually teaches classes at a gym close by, and he does like morning classes, but more for like conditioning. But maybe who knows? Maybe he gets into it and he wants to train somebody or.
So what you're saying is he's your bodyguard when you go out. You
Yeah.
don't have
Yes.
to worry about anything.
Yes.
Brandon and
Your
I,
brothers.
we're big guys, but like they don't know that the little guy in the back is the one that will actually defend.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So is it just the three brothers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just the
Okay.
three.
So,
And then, sorry, really quick, but what happened with Bryant was since he stopped boxing, he out of all three of us, I would say he's the most competitive, right?
Mhm.
So he stopped boxing like around 17, and then he was just he taking classes. He was also in the quinceañeras with us, so that's kind of like where it all starts for us, at least over here. And then what happened was we started a high level team, which is our Mumble Reborn team that actually competed many times in Las Vegas and won, thankfully. So that's the team that kind of introduced him into dancing like at a higher level, which I don't think he saw it like that before. So I think he got that little spark again to want to compete and now he's like in Summit,
He's been competing everywhere, yeah.
He went to El Roson, like he's doing big things. So definitely, I'm not gonna say he's like the next one up, but he's definitely there along the lines of our family.
but he'll be in Vegas even if you guys are the headliners, right?
Yes,
he's
yeah.
gonna be in Vegas.
He'll probably be
He's
competing
gonna
maybe
compete.
too.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's gonna compete.
Awesome, awesome. So if you've watched this show, this is not just a show, this is not a new question. I always like to ask my headliners their status, their relationship status. And the reason for that, before you start laughing, is because I firmly believe that, especially in the salsa community, there's this sense of salseros are male sluts. And so I want
I
to
was gonna say
try
friendly.
to take away
Friendly.
that connotation.
They're friendly.
I want to try to take away that connotation and just kind of ask and see if the salsa community can respect what we're putting out there. So, for example, Nate is single and he's looking. So, if anybody is interested in dating Nate, dance with him, grind with him, go for it. However, Pablito is married. So, don't
Yeah.
grind with him. You can dance with him, but don't grind. So, going back to the two of you, your relationship status for the world to know publicly here. Go.
Single.
And ready to mingle.
And
Grind with him. Go.
Buy him a shot at the pre-party.
And Benny.
I'm happily taken.
Happily taken. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Okay,
I don't know.
and I know-
you guys may or may not know her. My partner and my girlfriend is Ashley Magana.
Yes, I do know Ashley, and I could tell you stories and lovely stories. I've known her since I've known her mom and Tatiana.
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
I adore her. Ashley, this is for you. That one's for you. Love Ashley. And just to put it out there, your brother, just in case, I'm putting it out there for all of you. What's his status?
He's single.
Single.
Okay, perfect. So look for those two, not this
Don't
one.
confuse us. Don't confuse us.
Yeah, don't.
It happens. Sometimes it happens.
I'm gonna wear a t-shirt that says Brandon, and then it says "Ready to mingle."
I am Benny.
I am Benny, taken. Brandon, ready to mingle.
Sounds good to me. Look, I'm serious. I mean, you guys have been in this scene. Well, maybe you're just a baby and you haven't seen it that much, but honestly, yeah. So, anyways, going back to you.
Stay out of the
guys.
bachata room. She said, "Stay out of the bachata room."
So let's talk about that. Are you guys bachateros as well? I mean, I'm sure you can dance. Let me just be clear. I'm sure you can bachata, but is that something that you guys see you guys coming up with perhaps a choreography for your team to expose them to the phenomena that bachata has become?
Yes.
Yeah, our teams for sure. We have an advanced bachata team that Ashley and my brother Brian actually trained them, and it's at a high level. For Benny ourselves, like us two, I don't. We specialize more in onto mambo, hardcore salseros. Maybe, you never know. We could probably do something, but probably not.
But probably not. And I.
Brandon and Brian, they're the ones that social dance bachata. I
actually like
I don't even go to the bachata room.
social dance. Or like
I
listening
hear
to the
you.
music. Maybe not do the crazy stuff, but at least a little basic here and there. It's fine. But to say like, oh, I'm gonna go and train bachata, probably not. But I like it.
Well, I'll tell you a quick 30-second story, really quick, why I don't dance bachata, right? Because as growing up a little bit and people knew me like him, and now they're starting to see me a little bit older. There's ladies that they start feeling too comfortable because you dance salsa, it's fun. And then they're like, oh, like you're good at salsa, you're really good at bachata too, right? And then I'm honest, I'm like, whether Ashley's there or not, Brandon knows I don't dance bachata. Like, so at one time it happened, I was like, no, I don't dance bachata, I don't like it, like, it's not my preference, just being honest. And she's like, no, like you're really good, probably. She starts like grabbing my jacket, like pulling me, and I'm just like, I'm like, whoa, this is getting like aggressive, right? I'm like, I feel like someone that está being, I don't know how to say it in English, like acosado, right? Like, stop messing with me, right? And so like ever since that point, I started understanding that some people, unfortunately, it's really unfortunate, they start seeing bachata as something else than just the dance, which is why I honestly, genuinely, that's why I don't dance bachata, because like if you want to dance with me, we're gonna dance either salsa or we're not gonna dance, because that's just how I feel comfortable.
That is exactly my reason too. Bachata just kind of sends out a message that I'm available, and just feel uncomfortable. I'm married now, happily married, and I have no reason to do any bachata, even if it's just a basic with anybody except for my husband. That's just the way I feel.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
So we've talked
I'd rather bachata with him.
but I'm sure Ashley prefers a little bachata here and there too, right?
Yeah, I see Benny do his little 1-2 step.
Yeah, I dance with Ashley, actually. I usually dance with her, like, you know.
Exactly.
But it's
Exactly.
because, you know, my partner, who's like not only my dance partner, but my girlfriend as well, she likes to dance bachata. So, like, for me, like, you know, the more the merrier, like, go dance. Like, I don't mind it at all. I just personally, I won't do it, you know.
You won't do it. Nope, I hear you. So we're going to wrap this up for just a little bit, but I had one last question here. So where do you guys see yourselves perhaps in 5 or 10 years? I mean, how do you guys want to grow? Where do you see yourselves in the salsa community? Just what are your goals?
In the salsa community, I think my goal is to be, so at 31, I want to be kind of like maybe take it a little more chill as far as like the traveling and every weekend or every few weeks, and maybe be a little more focused here at home and create more dancers or give more dancers opportunities. Because I think right now, being 21, I'm kind of doing it, but I'm more focused on getting there, which is like my ultimate goal is being there. But in order to do that, I need to kind of focus on myself. I need to train myself, but I want to go through all the steps that I need to go through by the time I turn in 31 or in 10 years, and hopefully be a little bit more relaxed, be a little more stable, own a house, kind of go through the adult life, and then open maybe my own studio one day too. Maybe not here in Portland, maybe somewhere else. I've always told my family I one day want to franchise Lions Dance Academy, have them everywhere. There's like these hip hop studios like Millennium that have Millennium Toronto, Millennium LA, New York. I mean, they're
Miami.
everywhere.
Yes.
So I'm like, and there's like no salsa studios. I mean, there's franchise teams, but there's no actual studios. And that's like a goal of mine. I want to open a studio here, one in Portland, maybe one in LA, one in New York. You never know, Miami, somewhere, and have studios everywhere.
Awesome.
And create
What
dancers.
about you? That's cool, Brandon. What about you, Benny?
I'm kind of already in the process of like what Brandon's saying. Like Ashley and I are in Seattle with we have some business partners up there that also dance, and we're in the talks and in the works of hopefully this year opening up a school and seeing ourselves more up there. You know, pushing the dancing that we do and the style that we do more up there in Seattle. And you know, our goal is like, you know, Pacific Northwest since I started dancing, my goal has always been to kind of break the norm and say, you don't have to be in New York or Los Angeles, or even when I was in Italy, you don't have to be in Milan to be the best dancer or have the best tools and the best opportunities. You can do it anywhere. You just have to look for it. Yeah. And so my goal was always to bring what I knew back home and share it with everybody so that everybody could see it as, you know, I don't have to go halfway across the world to learn what I need to learn. I can do it here in Small Hillsborough. And thankfully so, like, you know, more people are starting to come up here, starting to recognize our dance school. And for us,
Absolutely.
since our mom raised us and our family, you know, my stepdad as well, I think it means a lot to when the school and the family gets recognized, not just us. Yeah. That's why the Hawaii trip was really important, because it was like, I mean, yeah, we travel all the time, but with our parents, with our, you know, everybody, that was cool. It meant a lot, because it was like surreal, almost like a whole week just relaxing with our family.
That is awesome. So I know I said that we're going to wrap it up, but I just had one last question. Let's talk about Vegas. Sure. Just the last minute, just last question. I know it's getting late. Your favorite memory of Vegas, and whatever that is, hopefully it deals with the Congress, but if not, just tell us anyways. Favorite Vegas memory?
This one's easy for me. So we actually, I performed with my partner that was actually before Natasha, was Siglali, and this was 2011. So I was 11 years old, or probably 10. And I remember going on stage and she fell. She fell, and I was like crying. She was crying, and someone that opened the door for me, that I'll rest in peace, Albert Torres, came backstage and he saw us crying and he felt so bad, and he was like, tomorrow, and this was Friday, so he said, tomorrow I want you to come backstage. He's like, and you're gonna do it again. And he announced it. He told everyone, guys, they're gonna be back tomorrow, and they're gonna do it again. And we went back on stage, and the video's actually on YouTube, and we did it again. And Albert was like hyping us up, and we did the show, came out perfect, and everyone stood up. And I think to me that just like, that's what kind of like gave me like that, like I guess I call it like chispo, to like want to continue dancing and want that feeling again. And I remember I told Albert, like, I'm always gonna remember that. That was one moment that like he kind of gave me like a little second chance. People were like, they felt bad for us, and they stood because they felt bad, and then like they stood up because like they did it. We came back and we killed it.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. What about you? What you got, Benny?
Definitely, it was getting to hang out and meet with someone that I consider, my idol, and now I can consider him like a part of my family and a mentor, which is Adolfo, and Tanya too, my maestra and my maestro, definitely. Because other than them too, the only teachers I had prior to them were my parents, my dad and my mom. So definitely it was, like a lifelong dream. So I would always, give a shout out to Vegas. Vegas is basically part of my story. If there was ever a movie written, and Vegas is there because that's like, it was where everything happened because of the boot camp and the challenges, and then being invited to go to Italy. And, those things are, I guess, things that kind of changed my, not only perspective on dancing, but also when you have opportunities to kind of just jump on it and don't look back.
That's super. That's super.
Thanks, my mom and my dad for pushing me to do it.
Absolutely. I mean, just this dance community, we've all just missed each other so much. We can't wait to see you back in Vegas.
We can't wait.
June 29th to July 4th, we will be in Vegas. And Benny and Brandon, thank you so much for your time. It's been an honor so much hearing from your stories. And you guys are the best. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again soon. Vegas, baby.
Very soon. Vegas, baby.
Mambo.
Cual prisión perpetua.